Mic on the recorder. Bear with me and get this on.
So it's definitely an error.
Fancy water, and someone's gonna see you and say, "Look at that fancy lady."
I was just too lazy to take it back. It was more trouble to take it back.
More trouble than it's worth,
I
right?
don't like to go in the store.
Me neither.
I just curbside everything.
I know. I'm not a grocery shopper, man. I struggle.
And then I get mad when stuff they gave me, they forgot something.
Yeah,
I
it's
paid
not
for.
right. Yeah. Ooh.
Alright, let me see what I got. I got to sign me here. This. Make sure I got this in order for this and this. All these minutes. We have one other report I'd like to have, but I think I got it. You can go ahead. I'm ready. Sorry. Sorry for taking so long, but I wanted to get all that last minute
All right.
stuff in.
Welcome everyone to July 13th trustee meeting, and we'll do the pledge and a short devotion.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We thank you for the wonderful employees we have and the wonderful work that they're all doing to serve our community. We pray that you keep them safe. We also want to remember the well-respected Lindsey Graham that passed away. And as you work in government, sometimes it's not always the greatest, but the result makes you feel good when you achieve what you want and what's best for our community. So we pray for all of those working to better their communities everywhere. Amen.
Amen.
Agenda.
Yeah, I think I put it in your folder.
That's why I'm sorry. I was just looking at it.
All right, we have one addition under old business to talk about, and that's Succo's Park. So I'm gonna add that to the agenda. Do you have anything?
I have some Succo's part too, but we'll do it at the agenda.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else, Brian, to add?
I'll have some add-ons as I go, but they're minor things, just
Okay.
a couple of things here that
Need another one?
All right, trustee minutes for Monday, June 22nd. Wait, before we get to that, Mr. Pirro is absent tonight, so we will be doing roll call on everything.
Trustee Varian moves to approve as presented.
Trustee Griffith seconds. Roll call.
Varian
Yes.
and Griffith.
Yes. And then we held a special trustee meeting on Monday, June 24th at 6 p.m.
Let's see. Yep. Trustee Varian moved to accept as presented.
Griffith seconds. Roll call.
Just bear with me, I'll catch back up here. Varian
Yes.
and Griffith.
Yes. And then we had a second special trustee meeting 15 minutes after the first one on Monday, June 24th at 6:15 p.m.
Trustee Varian moves to accept minutes as presented.
Trustee Griffith seconds. Roll call.
Varian
Yes.
and Griffith.
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you for those. That'll be a lot of signing.
You didn't do the treasures, right?
I didn't do it. I can do it right now.
Here's all there'll be multiple pages there for you to sign, trustees.
Oh, my pen's dying. Mary, give me a different pen. My ink's running out. Just throw it. Just went dry.
Mary, can you give me a black pen while you're out there? Sorry, I have a blue one. Can I get a black pen? This is blue. Thank you.
3 of them.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. I want to be the only blue on the
Well, you
page.
need a pen.
Thank you.
This one just ran
Ooh, this
out.
is a nice pen.
Yeah, so.
Ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah. Thank you. Can you get that back to Tyler? His Cadillac pen's right there.
The agenda's a little changed up there, if you see, once you get past that treasurer's report.
So July's a busy month for the township as we're doing different projects. All right, we're gonna move on to the treasurer's report from June 23rd through July 13th. Are there any questions?
So fiscal officer Lowry, it looks like the the fire truck capital fund has some money in it.
Yes, I was able to get the issue I had done where the interest wasn't showing on that.
Yeah.
So that dollar amount now you see.
Awesome. And did we also put an influx? Yeah, we put in 60, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that account went from 230 to 291.
right.
Great. Awesome. So we're
That
just
was
shy
a-
of 300.
That was a glitchy thing that I never have done before because of interest bearing on that particular account. And I
Yeah.
had to turn a couple things on. They helped me with it.
Okay. Thanks for doing that. That's great. Trustee Varian moves to accept as presented.
Trustee Griffin seconds, roll call.
Varian.
Yes.
And Griffith.
Yes.
Go.
And now we're gonna stop because we have road bids out for our chip and seal program. That came in, and 2020 Enterprises has a bid here. Mr. Lowry, do you want to talk on that, or?
Yeah, the road bid that Rodney and Trustee Piro and I worked on was a total of 9.5 miles. It's a lot of, all of the rest of the northern section of the township above Route 30 and north. We only received one bid. We had it out for bid for 30 days. It was in the local paper, Alliance Review, and on our website, posted for the last 30 days. So we wanted to make sure we had that out. I've also sent out to everyone that bid last year a little reminder. So the only one we received was from 2020 this year. That dollar amount, that $205,613 bid price that they prepared for us came in a little bit under what I had projected at $215,000.
Is that what you have set aside as 215?
Actually, I had more than that because I wasn't sure where they would come in at.
Okay.
I always kind of guesstimate that, but I hit it pretty close, but you never know.
So is the goal not to drop any roads? Try to do
Yeah,
everything?
trustees, you would not have to drop any roads. I
Okay.
did get to talk to Trustee Puro briefly, and that was his concern. I said, there should be no reason.
Okay.
The funds we have there will cover that chip.
Do we need to add any roads?
At this time, I would say no, because that 205, if we were to add another road, it might jump us up to the
Okay.
maximum.
Okay.
But I had a question on that. When we were talking about fixing that hill on Westfall,
No,
we were talking about chip and sealing over top of it.
it wasn't going to be done this year because that's what Trustee Puro said for chip and seal in Westfall wasn't going to be done this year unless it was.
Well, I
done
thought he
by
was
then.
just gonna do that little patch.
Well, the trucks weren't going to come down to the southern section. They're going to
Okay.
finish the northern section, but that would be definitely the first area that would be done in the next season.
Okay. But they still have to do try to patch it and roll it or something
Yeah.
like that.
I know with the money we save on this amount of miles, there was about an extra 35,000. When I say extra, that was where I had that cushion that we could
Yeah.
use to repair roads or anything else in the roads that were needed to be done this year. So
Well, they just need to put like a temporary fix on it for now and see how that works out. All right, so what do you think about this bid?
I think it looks good. If we can get all of our roads and we're under budget, I think we accept it and move.
Okay, I'll make a motion
Yeah.
to accept 2020 bid on our chip and seal road at 9.5 miles for a total of $205,613.53.
Trustee Varian, second.
Roll call.
Varian.
Yes.
And Griffith.
Yes.
Trustees, I'd ask you to sign the document that I have. There's two places, well, there's one place on there for you, and I'll get Trustee Puro, and then I sign off, and then I submit that back to the bidder. Perfect.
Thank you. No problem. Getting started on this, Brian. There's no problem getting started on this once we tell them.
As far as I know,
Okay.
they had originally told us, and when I say told us, I know I conveyed this to Trustee Puro in August, they were gonna do it.
Okay.
They wanted to still, it might be towards the end of August, but in August. is when they
Yeah,
were
I just
coming
want to make sure we're done by the end of August. Where it starts cooling off and it doesn't work as well.
Right.
Okay, no public here, so we don't have any public speaks. So we're gonna go on to the fire report. Captain Tyler's here.
So the chiefs wanted me to show the trustees the board that we were talking about last
Oh,
meeting.
yeah.
So. So this is what you guys purchased, but this has got all of our units on here, all of our mutual aid medic units, our tanker, all our mutual aid tankers, just our officers on duty, our brush trucks.
Oh, cool. So
Yeah.
you guys sent in the acronyms of, that's
Yeah.
cool, of the
So
teams we work with.
basically, when there's
Yeah.
major incidents, we can put these different units and different people, different places.
Yep, backup
And
tank,
then-
EMS.
Does that have all the people's names? or-
Doesn't have names, just
Just the
has,
department.
there's white, you can write those on with.
Oh, yeah,
but
cool.
So
can
that you
write-
know where different people
Yeah,
are.
you could write, but like, we have our titles over here.
So when you've seen these in action, where does this usually sit?
So in the city of Canton, we have a battalion chief vehicle.
Oh, and it sits on that?
Yeah, so
Ledge
the
or
battalion
something.
chief does that.
Yeah.
But whoever's in charge, whoever's the incident commander would
Okay.
probably have this somewhere with them.
Cool.
So back in the day, we had a fluorescent cone. Now we have this.
Okay.
So-
All right. All right,
So is
cool.
that usually just fires that you take that out?
Bigger incidents, could be
Like car
fires, could be
accident.
motor vehicle accidents, could be like a school bus where you have
Yeah,
haunted
Haunted
vehicles.
vehicle,
Yeah,
where a lot of people are
Lots of
involved.
help.
yep,
So you're just going to grab the board when you're
Yeah.
moving.
yep.
That's
So-
cool. Thank you for showing that. That
Yeah. very
helps
nice.
us when we talked about buying a board. We were like, wait a minute, does it plug in?
Yeah. So,
All right.
Very nice, thank you for that.
and then you guys want me to do the call?
Yes.
Before we do that, it looks like we have an all-American pump testing for 1929-77. Is that then and now?
Yeah, it don't have to be a then and now, because you already talked about it, and I put it in there as part of the yearly testing.
Okay.
I just don't ever knew what the exact amount was until they did it.
Do we need a motion?
Yes.
All right, Trustee Barry, I'd like to make a motion to pay All-American Pump for the testing for $1,929.77 is it to all vehicles, Tyler, or was it to one?
That is all of our
To all
fire vehicles.
fire vehicles. Thank you.
Trustee Griffith, seconds. Roll call.
Griffith
Yes.
and Barron.
Yes. And before you do runs, a couple updates. We're getting copies made for the handbook to go out to the trustees, so we can all read through it and go over it and add and kind of spend some time on that, so we can get that handbook in place. And then I think we tabled the steel end caps for the building for now. There's no new knowledge on that, so we'll come back to that. So I'm still trying to clean up in there a little bit. Tyler will come and try to get that tank and that pump and those tires and so.
That's all gone.
Great,
That's all gone.
Super.
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you for all that were involved in getting going on that, just to clean up the area a little bit. We don't want you guys sitting around with a bunch of extra stuff. So super.
We did get it out then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
What do we do with,
Is the tank here? Were you guys gonna use the tank for the road, or can you use the tank, or
Oh, that
the
big,
big water tank? I mean, is it something? that
I
can go-
don't, that is like too big for almost anything we would do.
Okay.
Um,
Is it
the
something-
pump if the pump works, maybe if we ever get like a big
Yeah.
culvert job where we need to transfer water from one
Okay.
side to another,
Okay.
maybe.
Do you want to try to put that tank online, try to sell it, Brian? Is it sitting here somewhere?
It's at Succo's
Oh, okay,
in
great.
the building,
All right.
in the garage.
Maybe the tank's something we can list, because I think it's built to fit in a bed of a truck. It's cut so
Yeah.
it fits in the bed. But it's a lot of water. I mean, when you fill it up, it's heavy.
I think they said 250 gallons is
A lot of
what
water,
they
yeah.
told us.
Okay.
Because we might have a few other things. You want to wait till we.
Yeah, let's
reflect
gather
on
some stuff and,
So
Okay.
we'll wait and
Bigger
gather
than
some
that?
stuff and then put it out all at once.
Okay.
The one we have now
Sounds
is
good.
250.
He says it's bigger.
okay.
Yeah, I thought it was 300.
All right, well, thank you for those involved in getting some of that cleaned up. Tyler, you want to run the calls?
Yep, we had 49 calls, 30 ALS, 4 BLS, 13 fire. Mutual aid, we did 2 Louisville Fire Department, 1 to Nimish, 1 from Stark County Joint Fire District, 6 from the Louisville Fire Department, and 1 from Canton Township Fire Department.
Okay.
We had some bigger calls where there was multiple units
Yeah.
on scene, so.
How did we do with staffing hours?
As far as vacancies,
Yeah,
vacancies probably at an all-time low the last 2 months. I think we're below 5%.
Yeah, the schedules look good.
perfect.
Schedules look really good. Thanks for all the working shifts. Great. Anything else for anything? I don't have anything else for fire. Thank you. You good, Tyler?
Nope.
Great.
Perfect. All right, we're going to move on to the cemetery report.
Cemetery report, I have the Stumpies did get the tree removed at Indian Run, the main tree. I have an appointment set up for the Jamie, the owner of the monument company of Bethlehem Miller in Canton. I'm gonna meet her at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. We're gonna go over, there's 3 headstones that really got nailed bad.
Okay.
And they have a restoration crew that does stuff like that. So they're gonna give us a price. I talked to our Sean, our agent. He said that this is part of the second claim. There's like 2 claims here, one for the tree removal, one for the restoration. Once I get those quotes from her, I'm gonna submit them to him and then see where we're at there.
Okay. I thought we were looking at taking down another tree that was leaning out.
I'll bring that up.
Okay.
The, what, we had Stumpy look at that tree and he got the quote, and the quote came in, we estimated at 600 based on another one. He came in at 750. But also another thing happened when I went over there on Monday, when they came to do the main tree, I thought, my God, there's another tree down. And here it's above the cherry tree, and it happened to hit our road superintendent's sister's grave.
Mm.
And it
Was
Didn't
another
Davey-
tree at a different time that came down.
Yes, it came out at a different time, and it's a pretty big limb, and looking at the headstone and all wasn't damaged, but it messed it up a little bit around there. But Stumpy said when he comes in, he quoted at $750, which is $150 more. He said, I'll take care of cleaning that up and take down that other cherry tree.
All for $750?
Yeah. So what I would ask is, you already approved the 600. I'd like to amend it another $150.
What's the
higher.
number?
That's what I was looking up.
If you want to look it up later, that's fine. I
Yeah,
can just give you-
I'd like to amend it, and then I can give Stumpy the green light, and he can get
All
that
right.
cleaned up.
Both of those then.
Trustee Varian would like to amend the $600 motion, which we'll look the number up and add it, to pay Stumpy the tree service company. We're going to amend the $600 to be changed to $750 due to extra work on site when they arrived.
Trustee Griffith seconds. Roll call.
Varian,
Yes,
Griffith,
Yes,
that seems very reasonable for
Yes.
extra work. Thank you.
and that's a
Mr.
local
Mike.
person, which is great.
Yeah, that is local guy.
Okay.
Do we need to make, and I might be behind on this and I apologize. Do we need to make the families aware of the stones that were damaged, or do we already do that?
the stones that were damaged on the original tree,
Yeah,
one of them I got to talk to. The other ones, they're kind of like, they're older stones, and I really,
Okay,
There might not be
one
any
was
family members
Ake
left.
family,
okay.
one was the Christine family, which is a relation to the Lowry family.
Okay.
And I'll see them at our reunion this Saturday.
So it's a normal practice to just get them fixed by a company
Yeah.
that restores and get them back into regular
Yeah.
order. Okay.
Just to let you trustees know, I'll have some additional pictures, but what happens with these older stones, one of these stones is like 1780, one is 1800.
Oh, wow.
The stones bases were shattered. So they're gonna epoxy them back together is what I've been told. The other one, when the tree come down, it actually moved the foundation of the footer area and it twisted it, so it has to be reset,
Mm-hmm.
then restacked all the pieces back
Yep.
in. But the pieces weren't broke, they just all
Right, they
Came
put it
apart.
back
they
together.
they all
Yeah.
came apart. And then,
Okay.
there might be some groundwork around there that needs dressed up. And then as far as the newer one that went down, I didn't see anything that really indented the ground, other than might be a little touch up. But I was concerned, there's two reasons. It was Rodney's
Mm-hmm.
sisters, and that headstone is a newer headstone.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't hit the headstone, it hit kind of around it
Around it.
and covered it all up.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
All right.
But we're having Stumpy evaluate the rest of those trees standing along there.
If you wanting to, I know right now, I walked up there just looking because I went ahead and walked up the lane and there's a lot of stuff hanging over into low-lying stuff. When I say low-lying stuff, you can reach with a pole saw type thing, whether Ryan Shearer or myself or the road crew sometime in the future, not that they have to do, but what I look for is a higher stuff that could lay across at any cemetery. Ryan Shearer takes a look. I know Jimmy Beck always updates me if he sees something come down, and Ryan did, and I don't know if I reported at Coons Cemetery, we had another tree go down about 4 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't hit any headstones at all. And Ryan Shearer took care of that cleanup. I don't know if the road crew was part of that, but he went up and cut that one up and got that all out of there. So it's a never-ending cycle kind of
Sure.
thing to do it.
Yeah,
So-
I think that if we could, while he's there, just have him sort of evaluate the trees along, because they're pretty close. Because there's been blights in cherry trees, which is making them fall, and they look good, but they're not. Just have him evaluate it if you can, and then tell us if there's any other problems. Because we don't want to be repairing all these headstones.
No, we do not.
So, okay.
And then as far as mowing, Jim stopped in this morning. They were behind both due to the heat and the weather, and they got behind because the crews were only working till 1, 2 o'clock when we had the 90-degree heat, but now we're back into that. But all cemeteries as of today have been mowed, including this site up here. So everything's caught back up, but I know July 4th, we weren't all caught up. And, I had a couple calls and I just explained to them where they were behind. They can't necessarily catch up because of weather or heat. It's just as bad with the heat and the equipment, but they are caught up now. And Ryan didn't report to me on anything and like that we collected any funds since the last meeting. So that's a 3-week run, but we had a pretty good, when I say pretty good collection of selling some lots and things that happened prior to that. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. Road report, Superintendent.
First off, I apologize for being late. I was in a mean game.
You were what?
Forgot all about it.
What were you
I
doing?
mean,
Fair enough.
a pretty mean family
It
game.
gets heated at our house too.
Yes,
Okay.
it was heated. Have you guys had a chance to look over the road report?
How's the Durapatcher working for you guys? Is it working pretty smooth?
Yeah, everything's been running pretty smooth with the
Good.
Durapatcher.
Good.
How about the
We-
welding done on the
Boom.
boom mower?
That was probably the best repair job that I've ever seen.
It looked beefy.
It looked good.
It looked
When
good.
the rest of it dies, that part.
I thought to myself, that's the
Be
last thing that's gonna be standing on that tractor.
That's good, because it
Good.
takes a beating.
It does. It's
And I might add, it came in at 1,600 instead of 1,900.
Oh, we came in under.
Oh,
That's great.
under
Yes, yes.
And he did more work too,
Yes.
because he welded a couple other cracks and
He's a good
I
guy.
have
to
that,
know.
I have that check ready for tonight for your signing too, which you already approved it, but
Okay.
I just made it for the 16th.
So
and
do you, and I was out, not around, when this rain came and the village flooded where I saw pictures where it went down and flooded the bank and
that whole area. was-
so how did that flood?
I
do you
have
know? Nobody said anything?
No clue. I haven't heard anything about it. I just assumed that it was too much all at once, and I'd assume all the culverts couldn't handle it.
But I
And-
thought Roy would have flooded other places too then. wouldn't it
Oh,
have?
it got a couple of places out in our township that people were complaining. I just went to a person's house today on Belfort, and they said that there was so much water coming down through their garage and through the back that, you can't do much with it. At my house, it was raining sideways for a while that day. I mean, it was really putting it down in my house. And I had a river going down my driveway.
Yeah, we could see, we were gone, but when we came back, all of our driveways are washed out.
Yeah, when you get that kind of rain, there's nothing.
So it was a hard rain.
Yeah.
And I did call the county about the trees that you were telling me about. He did not get back to me yet.
Okay.
Sometime tomorrow, we will go out and look and see if there's anything on the roads or,
Now, I came past it this afternoon on my way home to go see what they were complaining about.
Mhm.
And all of our ditches down through there are full of tree branches. And there are some that are sticking out in the road, probably a good foot. So, and that's not a wide road, so
Yeah,
if
there's
two
a-
cars had to pass, they're not gonna be able to pass without hitting the
they're
stuff.
supposed to have a ground crew. that's
There
supposed to
was one
follow.
sitting up there and it was asphalage,
Yeah,
but they were all, and they had a chipper truck, but they
right.
were all
That's
just
who's
sitting in
supposed
the
to do-
truck. I didn't see them doing anything.
And I will definitely make a trip out tomorrow to see if they're doing anything.
Yeah, and I don't know what
all
the
this.
timeline for picking stuff up, but when it's out in our road, you need to move it.
Right.
But you can see they've piled a bunch on the side of the road, so I don't know. Like where Nathan Shadle's driveway is,
I
it
don't
probably
know.
was in his driveway. Somebody threw it off to the side and there's a big pile laying there and I don't know. But we don't want them leaving
That
that.
was,
And we had a problem the last time, when Chris Vincent was here, you probably don't know Cliff. When Chris Vincent was here and AEP was doing some things, we had a problem where they had tore up our road and stuff, and they never fixed it. So that's why
Yeah.
you don't want to have
Was that
to,
Hilcher?
when you hit winter, have a problem with your ditches, and all these trees are gonna be in them.
is that Indian Run and Hill Church that you said? All this
No,
was-
Westfall.
Oh, Westfall.
That's where the helicopter is right now, it's flying all
Oh, okay.
around there.
Yeah.
And they're parked down there by your field, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I will come down tomorrow morning after
But
we
that-
get things going and see if I can talk to somebody there.
well, those people aren't gonna help you because they are just, that crew is the only ones that run the helicopter and they've been contracted by Aspelange to do the flying.
Oh,
So they don't know anything. They just know how to fly the helicopter, which guy's really good at it, but, and they fuel it up every couple hours it lands and they refuel it and things like that.
all right.
So they're not gonna, I mean, you could try, they might give you an Aspelange person or something, but it's a
That would-
subcontractor to the subcontractor. How's that sound?
Right.
Yep. Subcontractor.
Yeah.
Rodney, before you got here, we approved the 2020 road package, so that's been approved
Cool deal.
for the
All
205,
right.
same roads, just so you know.
Thank you. I was talking to Randy and he had us go get the Huber and the roller and bring them over here. We're going through them and getting everything working on them
Okay.
so we can go repair Westfall.
You
Or
might
do the
wanna get-
hill.
Yeah, the
Westfall.
hill there. That's
Um,
where he was flying around today. So you probably want
Right.
them to get all their tree branches off of there
Right.
before you try to do that.
And
Did you guys get all that stuff running?
it's all running,
Great.
but as far as the roller has its battery's dead. I have it on the charger now, but
Okay.
it's pretty full gone. I'll have to go get one probably.
Okay.
And it's hard to say what the price of a battery is going to be.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's going to be
climbed.
around.
Yeah. Last time I got a standard battery was $200.
Yep. So I need to get new blades and stuff for the boom mower, the knives and the bolts and stuff. That comes to $284.50. I was going to discuss that with Randy tonight.
What's your vendor on that?
That is, I forget the name of the Tiger. It's actually Tiger Company, but they call it something else when you call for parts.
Okay. And is that 284.50
$284.50.
delivered or
Yes.
that's shipped?
Well, I don't know if that includes shipping.
Yeah, sometimes they add on.
So if we get up to 300, is that gonna be enough or is it heavy? Probably heavy if
The
they're
knives
big.
are pretty
You could
heavy.
probably
They're
say that price plus shipping.
half inch.
Trustee Barry moves to pay the Tiger Company or the subset, $284.50 plus shipping to get new blades and bolts.
Griffith seconds. Roll call.
Varian
Yes.
and Griffith.
Yes.
And on Westfall, up by the nice pole barn house up there at Westfall and Fairhill.
Oh, at the corner there? Yeah.
Yes, right on the corner, we have a concrete culvert going underneath the road
Okay.
that has separated, and it's if you're going toward Fairhill, it's just in front of the intersection, and it's creating a little sinkhole in the road.
Really?
Okay.
I don't go
If you
that
go there, you'll see a little tiny hole about this big that
It's going into the culvert.
everything's
Wow.
going down in.
Huh.
Um,
That'll wash out quick.
And we will be there while we're doing all this for
Okay.
that Splendus. We'll be checking that also because it's
Yeah.
going quick.
Okay.
I still have to call Oops to make sure there's no gas lines or anything right there. But that is a culvert that we have to get on as soon as I get the clearance from.
Is it
Oops.
something we can do or is it too big?
It's just fine. We can handle it just fine.
Okay.
How big a culvert is that?
It's a 12-inch concrete, which
Okay.
is
Uh,
bigger than 12-inch double wall.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's not going to be that bad. It's not very deep. It's
Yeah.
probably within 2 feet
Okay.
down. It's only like a foot below the road, if that far. That's something that we need to get on. We have that culvert. Oops, already did the checking and they marked the roads. We have nothing in our way. The closest thing is a gas line and it's about 3 feet away from where we're even going to be digging at. So as soon as we get this Westfall Hill done, because Randy said he wanted to do it either later this week or first of next week. As soon as we get that paving job done, then we're going to go to this culvert on Westfall because it is going to,
Yeah, you don't want that to
it's going to collapse.
collapse and a car sitting on it. Yep.
Right.
Okay.
So that'll be like our next project directly after that. And we got the allotment that's over there, the horseshoe allotment, which is Elmbrook and heading out of town.
Down by Maplebrook?
Oakfield
Oakfield, Maplebrook.
and Maplebrook.
Yeah.
We have the culvert there that we want to get done. We're going to need to get some more material yet. We're not quite ready to do that. So, but within the next 2 weeks, I'd like to have this Westfall culvert done and the horseshoe allotment culvert done. And as far as our equipment, the roller and the Huber that we are working on, other than the battery, I think we can get the sprayers and everything working on the roller correctly. As far as the Huber goes, I didn't even get a chance to look at the sprayers yet today. That's another thing we're doing tomorrow. But
Cool.
with a battery being involved, that's going to be around $200 or something. But altogether, I might be up around $300-400 getting all the parts for
Okay.
everything.
You want to try it, I mean, if you make the purchases, single purchases, you can just keep under that 200, 250 mark. You know, you won't need.
If they're single purchases, I'll be able to just,
Can you stay under 250, Brian?
Yes.
So if you buy the battery at 250 on one ticket,
Yeah.
you buy other parts for $100
Okay.
on another ticket, you're under the 250.
other than that, I'm pretty much good with everything.
All right,
Yeah, because we don't
That's all I
meet
got.
again till the 27th.
2 weeks, yeah.
And it sounds like you're gonna wanna do these things
I
before then.
want, yeah,
If it's a big part, let us know and we'll get moving on it.
right.
But,
I'll call if it's something that's
Okay.
out of
yep,
what I can get without clearance.
sounds good.
So how are we finding mattresses all over like that? Are they,
Oh, those lovely mattresses. People just, hey, nobody's here, toss it out, and it's really,
It's too bad.
but that's just when we're driving around looking for other stuff, we
Yeah.
find the mattresses and trash. At least it was heavy-duty bags of trash, and
Yeah.
you could pick them up without them breaking.
Like breaking, yeah, I guess that is a silver lining.
That's the only plus to that.
Yeah.
was there identifying stuff in them, like names and addresses?
I did not go through the garbage. And I did that once this winter with the dumping of the carcasses and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And we had a receipt with the guy's name on it and everything, and I gave that to,
Yeah, the sheriff.
the sheriffs. I never heard anything back, if anything ever came of that.
Probably not. I don't know why they're doing that, because Dan had cameras up there at his place, and they brought a truckload of garbage down there and dumped it, and he had them on camera. And
Right.
then there was someone that lives close to where he is, and the truck on camera was sitting in the driveway. And he took pictures of the truck that just dumped sitting in the driveway and gave all of it to the police and done it.
Wow.
Wow.
That's too bad.
Yeah, isn't that sad? They're letting people do that.
Yeah,
usually
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
And all the stuff they dumped had their name and address on it.
Usually it's Mapleton that gets all of our mattresses and couches and everything, but this time it was right over there on 12th Street, right across from the house that we keep having issues with, right there. Where that guy's dumping all that dirt and everything off to the side of the road. It was literally on the other side of 12th Street, right there.
Okay, anything else on road?
Nope, all good.
So you have everything you need to go through the next couple of weeks?
Yep.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Let's move on to zoning inspector.
Since the last meeting had one permit issue, I'll talk about it a little bit later. On the nuisance side of things, there's kind of been a lot happening and kind of not.
Is that the guy that the BZA had a meeting? Oh, so the variance is for him. So they approved his BZA, okay.
Out on Georgetown, as you head towards Paris and stuff,
Okay.
there is a property that hasn't been mowed supposedly in a year. Usually it's all grown up around it, but they keep the inside mowed. Now it looks like the inside's not mowed. So I sent a letter about that. And then the one out here on 44 by Valkyrie, the owner did have around the house mowed. There's
Yes.
still that vacant lot next door that is not mowed.
Around the house looks better.
And I know there's been a vehicle several times there within the past week and a half, kind of cleaning stuff up and
Yeah.
piling bags and everything up.
Yeah.
So, that one was where the prosecutor's office wanted us to do another resolution to move forward with it. But since he's mowed, do we want to move forward or kind of let it work out?
Do you know if you're gonna try to give it a side lot mode? Do you know if there's any question about that?
I think the main concern was around the house,
Yeah, I'm
but
not
the
sure we
side
can
lot
force
is.
side lots.
Because I think the question was the visibility of Valkyrie intersection. That was the
Oh, is
question.
that still a problem?
Because the neighbors mow it back enough to be able
To
to
see,
see.
yeah, the neighbors are mowing.
On the side, on his side lot?
Yeah.
Well, I would say let's just start by sending him another letter telling him he has to mow that lot
Or at least mow it back
So
so
that
it's
it's
visible.
not blocking.
Yeah.
That is in our requirements of our zoning, that you
Yeah.
can't have bushes and trees that block intersections for
Right.
people to see. So he needs to at least mow that back, so the vision is good there. I think if you look in a zoning, it's like 6 or 8 feet or
8
something.
inches.
No, the distance you have to clear
yeah.
back.
Um,
I thought it was like 6 or 8 feet or something.
for corner lots, at the corner itself is like 30 feet.
Well, this would be considered a corner too, because it's a driveway trying to come out. So it'd be the same distance. So I would just tell him that, whatever that is in the letter, you gotta mow it back because you're obstructing vision. Okay.
Mary, do you give a courtesy letter, like to say thank you for the house part, and then put on, by the way?
That's
Good
pretty
job,
much what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
50% there, thank you.
Very nice.
And then on the other side of Georgetown at 12th Street, there's that house that we had sprayed last year. I sent out a letter to that property, and that one will probably end up having to spray again last year because they never contacted us regarding it. So that letter went out. The one out on Lincoln, the old auto.
Oh,
repair
yeah.
shop, I'm gonna mark that as resolved regarding, it's a business, they're allowed to have vehicles there as they get them prepped for sale.
Okay.
Because it is zoned for business there, and that's one of the things in that business zoning it allows.
Okay.
But it's not considered a junkyard?
No,
I mean, they're not working in that building.
no.
Who owns that? Like, where are those
Um,
trucks going when are they going into our village, or are they going someplace else?
I believe they're going somewhere else, because they're
Okay.
supposed to be working to have them sold.
Okay, got it. I was just curious. Sounds good.
The debris and stuff that was kind of floating around there has been cleaned up and
Okay.
everything, and the lot looks a lot better than when it started.
Great,
If it does become an issue again, I'll jump back on it,
cool.
but as far as right now, that's kind of where it sits at.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't have a whole lot of change. We did have that BZA hearing for that camper out there at Plots in Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
That was approved.
Okay.
With the understanding that he needs to bring more information for our next hearing about his forward process. He brought in paperwork for sewer contract or sewer contract, and the health department did reach out to me, which played a big part in it being approved this
Okay.
time. So
He's working to get sewer on the property.
Yeah.
Okay,
there was adjustment to the plan because there was an outlet on Georgetown, so they're trying to find a different spot to put an outlet.
so he's gonna tie into the county system.
Mhm.
Good. All right.
And
He's gonna tie his camper in.
that should be for his house.
Okay. But is his camper tying onto that system then?
Well, right now, there's nothing there.
He has somebody come out and clean it out.
I'm just saying that having them put in that sewer system shouldn't mean that he delays his building process.
So,
And because
Yeah.
because that land was a junkyard and had EPA issues.
Yeah.
They're not gonna probably let him do a septic, right? Probably not big enough.
yeah, I don't think
Gotta tie
because
into
of the
sewer,
past
yeah.
issues.
And since there's sewer there, they're gonna make him go that route. Yeah. Which makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah, he is
How long-
planning to
how-
have his house purchased
Okay.
by the next meeting and get that concrete pad
Are-
set
are-
up.
So he is moving forward.
Are the Board of Zoning Appeals is approving a modular?
So, yeah, it's modular.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
they have
built to
to.
different standards than a manufactured home,
Okay.
so it doesn't need to be approved.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
a
built to
modular,
the same
not a
codes
mobile.
as like a
Got
normal
it.
house.
Got it. It still rolls in, but, okay.
Yeah.
Well, but it's not on wheels then. They just drop it off, it has to sit on a foundation.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha. Good. It's good.
However, code's built to
How long did you guys give him?
6 months.
Okay.
Because at the beginning of the year, we gave him 6 months for
Okay.
further proof.
Got
And then across the street from him, got a complaint about the condition of the home there.
it. Mm-hmm.
That's the one with the big sign and everything, and it's all grown up, house is falling apart. The gentleman was at the hearing for that and kind of spoke to that while at the meeting. So,
He was there in favor of the guy in the camper? Okay,
and he also brought up kind of how his home is falling apart.
okay.
So
Self-aware, that's good.
I did get a complaint about it, and they asked me to send it to the health department, which I did. Health department said they had a similar issue or complaint in 2020. At that point in time, they did go out and check it, and there wasn't something they could do because it's about the condition of the home. It
Is
wasn't
that the one where the
necessarily.
trees run through the car?
No,
That's
that's
a different one. Okay.
It's kind of interesting. It's like a darker house and it kind of sits back in the woods. And if you didn't look
Yeah.
for it, it's sort of back in the woods, but it's
Okay.
kind of a unique build. I feel like it's been added on too. It's got different roof lines. It's
Mhm.
kind of a
Yeah.
castle of sorts.
since it was the condition of the house itself, they didn't consider a public nuisance, so they had no rights to do anything about it. And from the copy of the complaint form they sent me, the township chose not to do anything due to mental health issues. So they can follow up with another complaint and go out and check it again. They recommended maybe reaching out to Adult Protective Services if it's more of a, he needs some assistance instead of being pushed to other stuff.
Well, I would say you could possibly just do both, follow up with the health department on the solid waste issue. But at the health department is where the adult protective services is too.
Mhm.
And just tell them we need to have
So I'll check.
a well check,
Okay.
safety check done on that.
Yeah.
And let them do both at the same time. Okay, anything else, Mary?
That's all I have for right now.
Mary, just a little follow-up. I had a lady on Friday call in. I made Rodney aware of it. But after I went out and looked at it, it was on Belford and 172
At the corner?
at the corner. And looking towards the east, the state, when they mow over, like I would say they're right away, maybe a little bit further in some cases. But then the landowner does a nice job of mowing up to that. But there's a little strip there that's very high, probably, I don't know, it's probably 80, 90, 100 feet long, that if you're in a car, low profile, looking towards the east, that's blocking view. And the complaint that came in was they were really upset, but I just explained it would make people aware, made Rodney aware, but it was something that I called the state, made them aware they have mowing going on, but you know, whether they can go over a little bit further. But at the same token, is there like a courtesy letter you could send to the landowner? Because they're doing a nice job of mowing. Definitely it's mowed nice, but they stop right where the state stops, and there's this little strip, it's like this.
Is it a ditch?
No, it's actually on the knob of it. Looks like if you had a weed eater, you could get it. And that's one of the things they mentioned. Like,
Is
oh,
that
you get
person
under the
leaving a
weed-
natural fence?
Yeah.
So they don't have to get in the
Well,
car? I mean,
It's
is that
like,
what they're doing?
I know if you're sitting in a truck, you don't notice it, or some higher vehicle, you don't notice it. But, you know, when I look at it, it looks like the state's coming over as far, the landowner's coming over far, but there's just this little strip there. And it's off of our beaten path, way off of our beaten path, off the township. And, you know, if there was a way of making that landowner a little more aware of it, maybe they come over a little bit more and help this out a little bit. In a car is where you have a problem.
So is it still, it's not on the right of way of the road? I think it's probably the state just not mowing over as far as.
Visualize, I wish I had taken pictures of it, but visualize the landowner's land is like this. And then as it dips down, it's not real steep, but the state does a nice job in that gully
There's
But right
several
at the
on top.
peak of it, right at the peak of it is where this area is.
Probably the landowner doesn't want to try to mow on the edge of it.
Well, that's what I would think. You wouldn't want to go over it because you might roll
No.
down in a little bit.
We
And
had a call today out there in Belfort at the other end at Georgetown in Belfort.
at the other end,
And I went by and looked, somebody had mowed that, the whole thing's mowed.
so somebody,
It's
well,
all mowed, there's no weeds standing up at all.
you didn't get a phone call who did it. Maybe the landowner did it.
Maybe the owner did it, but it's
Or maybe the
mowed
state
nice
come
now,
back
there's
and
no
did it.
strip
Yeah.
anywhere.
Well, the state, I did make them aware of it. Can you tell if it was a boom mow or anything or just?
All as I went is when we came up to the stop sign there,
As you
everything
could
was
see.
mowed. Everything's mowed good.
All right, there you go.
That's
Problem
good.
solved.
Problem solved, I guess, for now.
I did talk to Mike about it too, and I said if he was anywhere near the area, if there was something he could do about it,
Yeah.
but
That's a dangerous spot to be out there on that bend, boy.
for us to be out there on a tractor, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not ours.
yeah.
But like I said, I went and looked and everything's mowed down today. It looks perfect,
That's good.
Good.
except for the poison ivy growing on the tree that's right there by the stop sign.
Which reminds me, we talked before about spraying driveways for in the cemeteries and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Jim
Weed killer.
actually switching over the equipment. When he came in today, he brought a quote in for the park
We're gonna talk
area.
about this for Sioux Coast.
And,
Okay.
I told him he was already approved. He thought he had to go through another approval. I said, no, you were already approved as part of the reorg when we did it back in January to spray the cemeteries and here.
Yeah.
So Rodney had showed me a couple places. So when Jim was here, we walked out there and I showed him back out back. And he's planning on doing all that in the next few days. He said
Okay.
the way the heat is, so.
Okay, good.
I got another thing about Sioux Coast then. We went over today to pick up the equipment. And when we took one and came back, Stu actually was giving us a hand with starting the roller. I believe it was the roller we tried to start. While he was waiting on us to get back, he walked the track. And he said the track towards the back during that big storm has a couple of areas that washed out.
Oh, really?
Is that something you guys want us to look at? Or are we getting somebody else in there to take a look
The
at
thing
it?
about it, when I say the road department is great that they point that out, but you want to be careful with the road guys doing a lot of work over there. Reason why everything that pays for the road crew comes out of your road levies money. Keeping our equipment over there is one thing, but if you see something, that's great. But I think we ought to have somebody take a look, whether it's Jimmy Beck, someone that's there.
We could use our road crew as long as we could separate it and send a bill to the,
You could.
but you're gonna mess up the overs and stuff.
You
Yeah.
you just gotta realize there's a lot of,
Yeah.
the reason for that trust is to exactly, like if Rodney saw something like that, you go in and you get quotes, you have Jim, you have other people that could do that repair work. And then you get the quotes and you trustees decide. That way it keeps these guys freed up. You don't want your road people working over there all the time. Or if a storm comes in, I understand Rodney and them guys can go over and knock a tree out or get something cleaned up right
Well, if the
away.
gravel's there, you know, we could just shovel it back on, but it's
That's what
gone.
was said. Like I said, I didn't see it. Stu told me about it.
Oh, so you didn't see it,
and
yeah.
I didn't write it down or nothing. I just remembered since we were talking about it.
Well, and that's something that is not the fault of the installer. The
No,
gravel.
No.
Yeah, but no.
It's washout.
And that was a pretty good storm, so I mean,
Yep, yeah.
when stuff like that happens, you're gonna have issues. You can't stop.
I could talk with Andy Parker to see if he would want to go dump a little bit of stuff on there. Because you can drive on that track. And we made it wide enough so if we had to do repairs, like you could drive your 110 down through there.
Right.
I know he still has those two piles over there that, if there was some dressing up, if it took washout, there's some product there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, the two piles, one towards the front, one towards the back. Because Jim mentioned that from
Oh, yeah.
Beck's. He
There is
he
a couple
mentioned
piles.
that, like if, like to keep the weeds off of it from growing, to keep it sprayed down or kept down, because you're always gonna have possibly something like what Rodney and Stu and them guys.
Maybe we could
figured
just
out.
have Jim Beck take some of that stone there and throw it on for us when they're spraying it, and just add it to the bill. Because we're gonna turn that bill in to the trust.
Well, that's part of what Trustee Viren had asked me to get, but also we had a resident offer, and I'll let Trustee Viren, because I
Okay.
know they went over and did some help, trying to help us out. But I know Jim went in there and got the quotes to treat it twice a year, so that didn't happen from the weed control
Yeah.
stuff, but
Okay.
I think Jim's the guy to ask if he wanted to try to do it, or Andy. That's just a little.
All right, Mary, anything else on zoning? You're done. All right, let's dump down to old business at Succo's Park. And let's start with, we submitted our grant and a couple times actually, and the funds have finally arrived. They came into our bank account at the $147,000. And so I will make a motion to approve in whatever means it takes for fiscal officer to get this money back into the trust fund where it came from. And maybe that's wire, maybe it's a check, I don't know. He'll have to check with the trust fund to see how it needs to come back.
Trustee Varian, second.
Roll call.
Viren,
Yes.
Griffith.
Yes. Okay, tell me what you have.
Okay, so I actually talked to Stu a little bit too. He was asking some questions about the park. I think he might have been walking around and was looking around waiting for the guys. But his question, I think it's a valid question. The idea when we built the park is for it to have like lots of natural things going on. His comment was, it just looks unkept. Like it just looks like there's just high grass everywhere, which is fair at this point. It does look unkept, but that was kind of the concept. So he asked that question, like what is the maintenance? Is it, do we cut it back a little bit by the edges? And or is there a maintenance plan? So that was a question that Stu had as a resident. So Mr. Parker was asking about getting some weeds killed on the Ben Parker on the track. And it took us a little bit of time to get this quoted, which we have it now in front of us from Jim. But Ben did go out with his four-wheeler and sprayer, and he hit the track. And I think it was successful because I think some of the weeds that were out there are starting to dissipate. The quote we have in front of us now is from Beck's Lawn Care. It's $475. And it's labor, equipment, materials to spray the walking path at Succo's Park with mainline herbicide and treat approximately 1,660 square feet of herbicide. So there's some details here. So
my question is, Ben probably didn't spray it with commercial.
I don't know what he
He
sprayed.
probably doesn't have a license for that, but how long does it last? Because if he just sprayed it, we probably wouldn't have to spray it for a little bit yet.
I don't know. I think it was in the last couple. I think it was in the last 2 weeks Ben sprayed it. So
Um,
thanks to him for taking initiative to do that.
Yeah.
Something else we have to be careful of is we live and die by rules and regs. We have to be careful that,
Who's on there
if
doing
he's
that.
going on there, he's,
Yeah.
taking the liability, because we're not going to be able to cover him on our tarmac if something were to happen to that four-wheeler and that spray. So
Yeah.
we have to make that known in the meeting that
Brian, how often do we spray the cemeteries? Just once for the year?
It's supposed to be twice, so he's behind, so it's gonna get done here at the township and the cemeteries. I think Jim's, isn't that 2 times?
Yeah, this is 2 applications at $475, or was it? It's $475 for the 2 applications.
For the 2
Okay,
applications.
that's 2 times. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think Jim's put down.
Are you sure this is for 2? Because it says recommending 2 applications for you.
Maybe that's just per time.
This is just per one.
Maybe that's just per one.
Because Ben helped us out by getting it done, maybe we just hold Jim off
Yeah.
a little bit and maybe have him do it.
Maybe we
in
say
August,
to
September.
Jim, hey, a resident did it for us, helping us out. Can you help us fix that washout? Send us a bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we can approve doing this second spraying in August. And then it'll take care of it through the fall.
I don't know what, Ben may have sent me the product. I don't know what product was put down. I don't know if it needs to be done that soon. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not a,
Well, doesn't weed stop
I'm not a
about
weed kill guy.
September?
I don't know what Ben put on, that's why I say.
Okay.
Barrier.
Jim's making a,
year-long vegetation killer.
Jim's making it where he's doing a direct kill with that along with a prolong, like it's not supposed to regrow.
So can we table this till next meeting until we
Yes.
get more information from Ben?
I like that
On
idea.
the same token, can we ask Jim if he would look at the washouts and see what he can do for that?
Yeah, that's great.
Give us
I
a
like
price
that.
on that. Is that good?
Great.
Okay. Anything else on Sucos? So what about the signage?
We need to get him ordered. I gotta just carve some time out to sit down with Brian and do that. We gotta get together and do that.
Yeah. Alls I was gonna say, the only thing I got the electric bill last month was $98 instead of $38 and $40. I don't know if that's because of our lighted sign or if that's because
Oh.
there was a couple extra days in the time frame, but
I think that, yeah.
I usually submit that in to Phil at Huntington
You
Bank.
should look to see if that's on our electrical aggregation.
It is,
Is it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That area is.
Yeah, we'll stay on the signs. We just need to, I have a list of what I think we should get. We just need to sit down on Amazon and start ordering them. Because a lot of them are generic. Some of them we're gonna have to order, but a lot of them are generic, so.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, because we probably do need to get them.
Yeah, we gotta get going on that. That's gotta stay, keep that on the forefront.
Okay. And then, if you received your email from OTA, and I'm asking Brian mostly this question. I think I still have it in there. There was a grant available for cemeteries.
I wasn't looking at that one. That's usually only $500.
It was 5,000.
Well, that's something different then, because I didn't see anything like that yet. But the one I just saw was about all these areas that you have road projects and some other things that they put on there. It looked like quite a bit of money.
There, it's the 27 cemetery grant program. It will cover, it only opened on July 1st. And you can apply for up to 5,000 to defray costs of exceptional cemetery maintenance or training cemetery personnel in the maintenance and operation of cemeteries. So
Ryan Shearer, there's your guy.
I'm saying if that's something we're interested in,
Yeah.
what would be our exceptional cemetery maintenance? So that would be something to ask Brian. Maybe it's taking these trees down.
Well, I would say that would be exceptional because you got Wildwood, you got Indian Run, all the ones that have the trees. You got the one over Elson that's over there right on the bend on 44. There's a lot of tree stuff, and that's where your exceptional would come in because they keep enclosing in and we don't have equipment to go up 50, 40, 50 feet high to get it,
Yeah. So if Ryan could identify the problem trees, he probably already knows. And maybe we have Stumpy's go give us a quote on it because we're already using Stumpy's and see how that falls in with this $5,000 threshold. I can pull that and see what it looks like. I don't think it'd be very complicated.
Make sure it isn't a reimbursement grant, that we have to have the money up front.
But can you ask Ryan to get with Stumpy and get an estimate on
Well,
what,
I'll get with Stumpy, but I'll ask Ryan to give us the.
what trees he's
what
talking
trees.
about? And then I'll pull that down to see what was really, I don't
How
think it's
long,
that.
how long is the time on it?
The deadline to submit is July 31st. We have to do it pretty quick.
So, yeah, you only got a little bit of time.
Okay. I know we've been talking about those trees for a long time, and if we can get 5,000 towards it, it would be great.
We talked a lot about trees on our roadways that need a lot more
I
than
know.
$5,000. That's why when I saw that one grant was $250,000, but I don't think it referred to that. It referred to any projects. That
Yeah,
was a big one because I know Rodney and I had talked about the trees hanging over, whether it was Westfall, Indian Run, Hill Church. They're becoming a real headache.
So the one that you have here that you printed for us is the Ohio Public Works,
And
and that's for populations less than 5,000. Isn't our township over 5,000?
Orr Township is over, but I just printed that just to get your attention, all of you on
I saw it,
all
but I
that,
knew-
all that stuff.
Yeah, I knew we were more than 5,000.
You're 5,800.
Yeah. And Dan Slicker, I mean, we could reach out to him and say, hey, we're over 5,000 by 800. You know, and see if we could be interested or not. If they don't get enough small townships applying, they could. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Mary, is that something that you could do? Give Dan Slicker a call, do this one, and just say, hey, we're at 5,800, but we really could use this. Is it something we could still apply
I was gonna
for?
say, how many townships are that much smaller than us?
There's not that many. That's what I'm
Can't be that
saying.
many.
I think there's is there 1,300 townships in the state of Ohio, so I don't know what the
I
ratio is.
mean, we're not the
on
smallest by
budget.
any means, but we have to be in the bottom 10%, don't we?
There's only one level lower on budget than us.
Yeah.
And we're in the second
That's what I'm
tier
saying.
up.
Oh, yeah, maybe Dan will tell you.
Yeah. So,
Good.
yeah, talk to him a little bit and we'll see if we can do something. Okay. What else? Anything else? We have new business, TAF attorney fees.
That 447.50 came in with the attorney fees based on that other research that Aaron did for us. Everything passed, and I signed that last document that was submitted that will get that it's around $4,800
Okay.
that he was able to get Frito that paid us the other money for the lease and the oil lease. So he did get that part of it approved, but that is the cost, the attorney cost for that.
Trustee Varian moves to pay Taft attorney a fee of $447.50 for services regarding oil and gas leases.
Griffith seconds, roll call.
Varian,
Yes.
Griffith.
Yes. Okay, other than that, any other comments or concerns? We do have a special meeting scheduled for July 22nd here at the hall at 6 o'clock.
It's a
For-
hearing.
It's a hearing for personnel.
July 22nd, 6 o'clock. Yep,
Yeah,
Wednesday.
July 22nd, 6 o'clock. Other than that, we will be back here on July 27th for our regular trustee meeting.
Trustee Varian moves to pay bills and adjourn.
Griffith seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Tyler, I need you before you leave.
You know there's old flashlights back here?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's super cool. I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, this is R&B's. And I was like, here's a flashlight. I think that's the coolest thing. There you go. Thanks for the use of your pen.
Oh, yeah.